Let me just say, feeling myself is an understatement. Ooh, they're so small. So freaking gorgeous. So my hair is by Ywigs in their body wave texture, bulk human hair. This is the 22 inch, and I also have two 20 inches. This is the braiding hair by Outre, 52 inches, color number 1. It is pre-stretched, so I will not have to dip this hair. And also this is the edge control, and it was $20, and I really like it, so. Okay, so here's my layout. This bottom section, I have this middle section coming around, and last I have this section here. And I did stretch my hair using rubber African thread because I am natural, so I banded my hair while it was still wet. Alright, so when working with this hair, I like to work in small sections. Then I like to take my edge control and put it on the tips of the hair. It just makes it easier to grip and work with this very silky texture. And another tip, I like to take my rat tail comb and comb through it because it tends to separate the hair a little bit more for me. And then this way I could just section off small pieces of hair. And for these braids, it's very small pieces of human hair coming out. So about this size here. And also I like to use these duck clips to help me hold my hair, since one hand is holding a mirror and the other hand is parting. So it helps me get my parts straight. And also using a rat tail comb. And because my braids are so small and I want my parts really crispy, that's why I'm pre-sectioning my hair with the individual braids per section. But of course you can skip this. Just section off your hair and then braid it. Okay, so here's the bottom section. Now I will go ahead and start braiding this row and working my way down.
So here you see me using my braid gel. As I state later on in the video, I do use flaxseed gel as well. I make my own, and I like to use that on the ends of my hair. I didn't show it here, but that's what I like to do. So I'm taking 3 pieces of the synthetic braiding hair and just feeding that into my braid. If you've seen, I did start off just by braiding my hair, and now adding in small pieces of the human curly hair. This is again in the texture body wave. Each braid I added in between 3 to 5 pieces of the human hair, and I made sure to end each braid off with a piece of human hair just to get that wavy look at the bottom of my braids.
Okay, first row done. They look good. This one row right here took me like an hour and a half. No lie.
Alright, so right here I'm showing you how I achieved the brick layer effect. I like to go in and put a braid in between each part, and I go more into detail with that in my parting video. So make sure you click the link down below to check out my detailed parting video on how I part my hair, because I do get a lot of questions on how I part my hair myself. How do I get my braids and my parts to look so neat? And to basically sum it up, like I mentioned before, I do like to use a small mirror, like a handheld mirror, and then I use a floor mirror behind me. And then I also love to use a rat tail comb and section out my hair using the braid gel. And that's basically it. And I go over my part however many times until I feel it's straight.
Okay, so this is day 2. This is actually a large section to work with, so I'm going to split it at the ear. And again, using my clips to help guide me through my parts. Alright, so here's my layout for this section. Let's braid it up. Second row done. See how they all fall in between? Same thing for this row. Okay, so this section is done. It took me about 3 hours. It took your girl about 3 hours for this. So I'm going to do the same thing on this quad. And to section this row off, of course, I'm just going to follow these lines right across. Alright, so here are my rows. Nice and crispy, lining up, row for row. Bow, bow, bow. Now we braid. So I'll start in the middle and work my way over.
Surprisingly, I actually shocked myself with how neat and crispy my parts and my braids look. And another tip for parting, I like to twirl it around my finger and then look at the section and make sure that's the size I would like it to be. If not, I go back in and correct it with my reptile comb. I believe the back took so long for me to finish because I actually braided it all the way down to the ends versus in the front I only braided halfway and then did my braided the ends last.
All right, done with this section here. So these two sections here took me 7 hours. This looks so good. Child, I outdid myself on this one. Mm. 14 hours. 7 and 7. 7 and 7. All right. Okay, now everything is sectioned off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so starting with this section, I'll just round it off just how I did this section. All right, this is what I have so far for this side. Okay, first row over here done. Now I was just going to continue to go up, but I actually think I'm going to section this off as I do each row, just to make sure I have it symmetrical.
And honestly, doing feed-in braids or boho knotless braids is really easy. It's tedious, but it's really easy. So if you don't have it down pat, just keep practicing.
And see, here's my board. I lay my hair out here, and I got this from Amazon. I'll leave the link down below to this.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and put me some flowers down in the chat. Leave me some flaming emojis, whichever you choose, because the consistency in my parting it's eating.
All right, so now I just have the top left. I went ahead and split it up, like just connecting to a part. It's like it's taking so long, but my hair looks so good. Like, it is so worth it. So worth it. Ooh. All right. Ooh, baby. I have my work cut out for me. Yeah, I still have this section left. So let's check out this progress so far. This front side all done. They look so good. Okay, this is still how much hair I have left from the first pack. Quite a bit. Definitely should be able to finish this section with this much. This stress ball right here has been getting me through because my hands has been cramping up, but I do this every once in a while, both hands, and I'm good. Add a little spice. Okay, see, I put my hair in a ponytail, so that way when I line up the front, I'll be able to see where the part is coming from. Let's section this up. So here's my first row. Then from here, second row. Yeah. And that way everything will be lined up. Alright, see, I have everything sectioned out. All of the rows follow up. And I'll just work my way up.
And honestly, as I sit here and watch this video myself, I'm low-key shocked that I did them this small. Never again. Psych. Because for the right price, yeah, I will run it back again. Give me that paper again.
Then see how you can see my hair here. Now, of course, I could just add the braiding gel to the ends of my hair, but that's just using a lot of this product and it's not cheap. And I just rather use this flaxseed gel because when I use this flaxseed gel, it just smooths my hair down. You know, works just as great and it's way cheaper. And because I'm trying to just hurry up and finish braiding this section, I just braid halfway and stop here and then move on to the next one. So let me tell you. So this is about the size of the strands that I'm using. 3 of these, and about this much with the curly piece of hair. So I start off with 3. Do that braid, and then I start to feed in my hair back to back. Still just adding in my 3 pieces of the synthetic hair. Braid that down, then add in my curly piece. Braid that down, pull it out. Get my flaxseed gel, put that on the ends of my hair, and braid down halfway. I like to at least braid past my natural hair before I stop. And that's it. Then also, when you come down, you see your hair tangling up like that. Instead of just taking your fingers and putting it through the whole thing, you just want to pull out one section. You see how it just eases and opens it up? Just like that. So don't just go, because it will tangle. Just pull out one strand. And if that one get caught a little bit, just pull on another strand. And he's so small and so cute. How many more rows? I'm tired. I'm over it. I'm over it. 4. Alright. So I have 3 rows left. And I have sectioned all of it out.
Oh man, the last few braids. Satisfaction, baby. Totally worth it. Times 10.
Let me just say, feeling myself is an understatement. Understatement, baby! Ooh, it's so cute. Like, the extra small. These might be XX small. So freaking gorgeous. Oh, I love it. It feels so good. Ooh. I wanted my edges real extra. They're so small. Get the full length of my hair in frame, because that's how long it is. Alright y'all, so here's the finished look. This took me 4 days. I don't know how many hours, probably between 20 to 30 hours. It took a minute. It took a minute. Like, for one, like, yes, they are very small, so that's what took a while too. But what took just as long is me braiding it all the way down to the ends. And it just took a while. It took a long time. It took a long time, but it's done. I feel so good. Me and my mans is ready to go to the beach. So it's perfect. They're small. The parting is vivid. And just to recap, also I only used 1 pack of the human hair, and then the braiding hair I used a total of 5 of these bundles that's in this pack of 3. Because the braids are so small, I really didn't use that much hair. Look at how small this braid is. A lot of hair on my back. Look how thick my ponytail is. So yeah, that's it. It was totally worth it. Bun me, baby. A thick, cute bun.
And I also will leave another link down below of me doing so many different styles with these braids. Like, I'm talking 20 plus styles. So click the link and go check that out.
Alright y'all, so I'm in the process of taking out my braids, and I went ahead and cut them out, and then I was counting them as I cut them out, and I have a total of 261 braids. Alright.